guys. So I know you just saw me do another video. We were doing a review on this plant-based ground beef that we made. Now first I was like, now it's like, oh, that wasn't bad in that burrito. But you probably also saw the bandages on my hand in the hospital bed. So let me just explain that real quick. I have been going through testing to see if I have cancer. I did blood work already and that came out well. But there was just a little indicator on the blood work. So because of that, my doctor wanted me to follow up with a MRI. I went the first time about 2.5 weeks ago to do an MRI. Now, let me just say this. I'm very claustrophobic. I have high anxiety, and I've only done an MRI once before, and it was an open MRI. So I didn't think to even ask if this could be an open MRI because I just automatically assumed that everybody does open MRIs. Well, came to find out when I got to the place, no, everybody does not do open MRIs. And it was a closed MRI. And I got there, and I'm telling you, I freaked out. I freaked out. And Alexis wasn't able to go back with me, so it was just me back there by myself. And I started crying. And I said, this is not happening. My anxiety was everywhere. So, cut forward, I got a random message saying, oh, I'm scheduled for my MRI on July 2nd. I'm like, really? My doctor didn't tell me that because we decided we're going to do like a pelvic exam because I have a cyst on my ovaries. And whenever you have a cyst, they want to, and you have a family history of cancer, they always want to make sure to rule out cancer and it just being a cyst. So she said she didn't make the appointment on the 2nd, but there was an appointment made for the 2nd at a different MRI facility. And so I ended up getting a call from the young lady that they were gonna do the MRI that I had to go to for today. And let's just say this. She told me to take 2 Xanax. So I did, because I have them by prescription for my anxiety. She said, take one about 45 minutes before you get here and take the second about 30 minutes before you get ready to go in. Yeah. Let's just say your girl was panicking still. So your girl was in full panic mode. Like full panic mode. Like I'm watching the machine, mind you, already 2 Xanax in my system, and they were a little dosage as well, like total 0.50. But I'm a lightweight. So I don't drink, I don't smoke. So anything like that will definitely bring me down. And even that, I still felt some anxiety going in. Now, let's just say I had a lot of stressful stuff going on as well. As you can see, I'm married, which looks like that is coming to its end. And some things had came out in reference to things my husband was doing, and I couldn't deal with it because I had so much more I was dealing with. I just had a new grandbaby, haven't seen either of them yet. I mean, as far as physically in my arms, because my son is military, and then having the issue with my husband, and just not feeling that he is there for me and that he actually genuinely loved me with just the actions. Because, people say whatever they want to say. And I always tell women all the time, it's not the words, it's the action. And if the action isn't there, they could say everything they want. But when you see the action isn't there of what they're saying, and then when they are a narcissist and they try to gaslight you, it'd be a wrap. But that's a whole nother story. So let's just say I was at the MRI place. I was getting ready to go in. I had on my hospital gown. I had to do both with and without contrast. That's why I have this, because I had to get some blood, get the contrast with the IV, and I was feeling like really loose minded, and I was still scared though. But at that moment, I decided to send my husband a text message. And the text message said, I'm going in this machine. You have betrayed me. I know everything you have done. And with a broken heart emoji. Because I felt if I had a stroke, a heart attack, or anything like that, panicking in this machine and was to never breathe again, I wanted him to know how I felt. I wanted him to know how exactly he betrayed me to my heart. So I sent the message, and then I went in the machine and I laid down. And it took them about maybe the length of time it took for the MRIs, the length of time it took for them to get me calm to get in the machine, because the machine had to go up to here. And I'm severely claustrophobic, severely, and anxiety. But what I had to do is think about the fact that I need to know if I have cancer. I need to know, am I going to be here for my granddaughters? I need to know that I'm going to be okay. So I had to literally let go of my fear that I was feeling. And let me tell you, when I tell you, when they started moving me in the machine, everything went, and I just started crying. I was bawling tears, like, because I felt like I am being lowered into the no return. And the texts that were there were so amazing. They calmed me down. They were like, listen, it's up to you. This is something that needs to be done. We're going to take it slow. And I had them just take it real slow to get me in the machine. But once they showed me exactly where I was going to be in the machine, I told them, just leave me there for a minute. Let my mind gather what was happening. And the funny thing is about, well, it's not funny, it's just who I am. I started thinking about my granddaughter. I started thinking about her big, brown, beautiful eyes that I have not been able to see close up. And I said, there is no way in this world I was going to not be able to hold her, see her, love her, everything. And for that, the strength came over me to go in that machine. And it was 20 minutes in there, because 15 minutes of that, 15 minutes of it was without contrast. The other 10 minutes, 5 minutes was with contrast. So I had to come out and then go back in again so that they can put the IV in, which, I blew it was a lot. But I had to lay there, and I had to fight my fear. Literally fight my fear, so that I can know that I'm good, that I can know that I'm healthy, that I can know that I'm going to have 20, 30, 40 years more with my grandkids. And if something was wrong with me, we could attack it one time, because my mother just died in April from endometrial cancer. Something that if she would have done a simple MRI or pelvic ultrasound, she would have seen what was happening with her. She could have went to get chemo. She could have still been here. But she had fears too of these machines. And unfortunately, the fear kept her from doing these tests. Your girl ain't gonna cry. Your girl ain't gonna cry. Your girl ain't gonna cry. Listen, I'm telling y'all out there, if you have any issues and you have a fear to overcome those issues, to fight to overcome those issues, think about what is the most important thing to you. Think about whatever it is. Because at that moment, I couldn't think about the betrayal of my husband. What I had to think about and what I knew I needed to think about was the future and my love for my kids and my granddaughters. And that's what got me through that machine. And I sat there, and to God be the glory. They got perfect images because I allowed myself to love my granddaughters so much that it removed that fear from my heart. And when I came out, just FYI, and this is going to be another video, I saw my husband respond to my text, and he said, okay, with a thumbs up. Wow. He didn't even ask what machine you're going in. What are you talking about? He said, okay, with a thumbs up. Meaning, I don't care about nothing you got going on. It's of no concern to me. And when you get to that point in your marriage,